We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
James looking it over. Here's Doncic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Randle, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
And the shot goes down.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And here is Hachimura. Following Julius Randle's three, Hachimura the pass to Hayes. Back to Hachimura. Shoots from the high post. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hachimura's got his 3rd basket of the night. Conley against Doncic. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Luka Doncic. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Finney-Smith, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And it's Clark in the corner. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. And there it is for him.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Clark in at the 3. And there's the drive. And Reid throws it down.
It's a little muscle in his hustle. Naz Reid on the drive finds his way.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their set. To have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You know, Doris, with all the fanfare of opening night, it must be tough for the players to keep their focus.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a ton of excitement because you've put the off-season to use trying to improve your skill as a player, but you love the game of basketball. It's hard not to get amped up. You know, it's just the mature players who are able to channel that in the right direction.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Connect, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Einad's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. A floater. James absorbing hits on the drop.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
No good from Clark. The Lakers trail. Benson with it. In the corner, it's James. To Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that'll tie this game up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Lakers. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Gabe Vincent. To Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. Here's James. James gets inside and finishes.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Los Angeles now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Randle outside. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Randle's got 8.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Finney-Smith goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Edwards looking it over. Fires away from way outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Lakers, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes, everything in preparation for this moment.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's Doncic. Nothing on the board. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. He's out there with Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here's Conley. Banked in off the glass. Conley's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
And they double up James. And here's Doncic from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit, see how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
From 13, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. James has got 6 points.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Randle, and that one good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint.
What a thing of beauty from James.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Conley, and he makes good on the layup. 6 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Luka blows right through the contact.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Here's Edwards. Good work defensively by Hachimura. James outside. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
We have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Conley for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Conley's got 9 points here in the second half.
And boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of a crowd's sails there. A 3 to take the lead just moments after they'd given it up.
Hayes finds James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 3-point lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
And that one is good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Edwards against Reeves. Edwards, no good. Lakers trail by 3. James, left side. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Hayes kicks to Doncic. Lets the three fly. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. Well, should any of us be surprised if they need a bucket? LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Here's the three. Drains it from downtown.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Doncic to the inside. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Rui Hachimura doesn't shy away from the pressure, and he delivers.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Doncic, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
5th team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Mike Conley taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and
I've been fighting my demons. 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 I've been fighting my demons.
Hey Nana.
Up next, the Suns taking on the Lakers. For the Suns, a loss in their opening game. They're laser focused now on winning that first one tonight. Lakers, Suns is next. We'll be right back. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Cody Martin is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, BA. And after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off.
Here's Richards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Come on, BA. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Booker. Misses the three. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And so it's Phoenix with it. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And that one's good by Durant.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Hachimura, that one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Booker, pass to Martin. Back to Booker. Pass to Martin. Here's Booker. To the inside. A nice shot by Richards. Richards has got his second bucket on the night.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Booker against Doncic. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall. Doncic has got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season, everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix, and now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guards in Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
How about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Finney Smith checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Reeves. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. Booker can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Durant. And it's Beal in for Jones. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, Booker. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Here's James. The Suns clear it.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Booker. Shot from 12. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. They've got Tyus Jones. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's done in at the 3.
Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would...